What is up, gangsters? Oh, that's a tough thumbnail. Wait. Anyways. Um, you might notice same location, same outfit, same lighting as the last video, and the reason for that is because I don't know. I just want to film another video. I feel like this is such like a cool like frame, and the camera is like angled really well. And my roommates aren't here, so it's not awkward to just film. And yeah, for this video today, I want to talk about this quote that I saw on Instagram. I'm not sure where exactly it comes from. I saw it from Tony Robbins. He's like a motivational speaker, I think. I don't know. I saw it on Instagram. Okay, yeah, I saw it on Instagram, and basically the quote goes like, most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, while they underestimate what they can do in 2 or 3 decades. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's good. That's good. So I sent it to myself on Instagram so I'd remember to make this video. And I haven't really thought about this because that was yesterday and I was super freaking tired. But yeah, I'm gonna just be yapping and thinking about it along with you guys. So let's get into my thoughts. And basically, why this kind of stood out to me is, I've kind of been stuck in this area where I've been working so hard my whole life, right? I've been working to get into a good college and set up my future. And I recently, kind of changed my philosophy on life. And I know that's a big topic, but I think that's kind of what it is, like how you live life, how you enjoy life, what brings you happiness, right? And I think for me, my philosophy has definitely shifted more towards living a life that's balanced, right? I think that's what a lot of people want. And after having my foot on the gas pedal for so long, it's kind of blinded my expectations. In addition, I have like lots of friends who are extremely high achieving, and I attribute a lot of my success to being around these amazing people. Very grateful. They push me in ways that, I would not be able to do by myself, and they make me want to be better, right? And for that, I'm really grateful. But it definitely does distort your perception of what you can do. And for a little bit of time, that was kind of something that loomed in my mind almost all the time. I said time a couple times in that sentence. But you know what I mean? Like, I thought like, man, if I don't get into an Ivy League, or if I don't, do this internship, or if I don't place at nationals or whatever, then I'm gonna be a failure, or I'm not gonna, I'm gonna fail my future self, right? I'm not gonna set myself up for success. And in the moment, that seems totally rational, right? You see all these crazy people on Instagram who are doing all these things. And even at like these leadership conferences like the one I'm at, you meet someone and you're like, oh, hey, like we have a couple, things in common. And they drop like, yeah, I'm at an internship at a cancer research facility. And yeah, we're working on a couple treatments. And then you realize like, oh, there's levels, right? Like I've been in this bubble where I think I'm something special. Like, well, okay, I didn't think I'm something special. I just thought that, I put in a lot of effort, and I think humbly that I'm, pretty interesting person, and I have a lot of qualifications and experience, but your judgment kind of gets clouded, right? And I feel like that's something we need to be more aware of. We can't just let the thought of like, I need to be perfect, I need to be better than this person, I need to do more, I have free time, I gotta, start cold emailing professors around the country and asking if I can, get a Zoom call with them, right? And I think we just need to like take a breath, right? Chill, and really like reassess what it is that we're trying to achieve, right? Like for me, I recently changed my career path. I want to go into pharmaceuticals, but before I wanted to be a doctor, and that's a very long-term goal, right? And I knew it was a long-term goal, but my mind was so focused on like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. I gotta be better than everyone, so I get into a good college. I gotta go to good med school. I gotta get into residency. I had all these things in my mind, and although it was over a long period of time, I was trying to fit in so many things that I was driving myself crazy. Right? It's not realistic. It's not realistic. At least for me. At least the person that I am, it's not realistic. I know there's some people that thrive and they love it, and they wake up and then they work, and then they go to sleep, right? And for me, I definitely am the kind of person that would rather do something, like do work, than just do nothing. But it gets to a point, right? And so I recently when I saw that reel on Instagram, and I saw that quote and I heard it, I was like, oh, I guess that's right. 2 or 3 decades. I'm almost at my second decade, and I would say that I wasn't fully conscious for the majority of it, right? And it really puts into perspective how much time we really have, right? Like, we make fun of people who, well, I don't make fun of, but like in our general culture, like people who aren't on track for college, right? Like if they don't go right after high school, or if they don't know what they want to do and they take a couple years to work, or something along those lines, where it's not following the certain pathway, or like driving, like if you don't get your driver's license when you're 16, it's a joke, right? You're like, you don't have your driver's license, but it's still there, right? Like a joke wouldn't exist unless there was actual sentiment behind it that was real. And I think that's a really unhealthy way of thinking about life and your journey in life, because we have a ton of time, right? Assuming that we are lucky enough to die of old age, and not get in some terrible accident. We have a lot of time, and I think that's something we forget often, and we get caught up in deadlines, what our friends are doing, what people on the internet are doing, and we need to just pause, right? I know I've said we need to chill for a little bit, but genuinely, I think a lot of you would be surprised. Like, I'm sure if you're watching this and you saw me in my suit and you're like, that looks interesting, you probably are a hardworking person, right? The majority of people, especially it's at 8 minutes now, if you're, I don't want to use any, bad condescending language or whatever, but like, if you don't work hard, right, you probably have clicked off already. So if you're here, thank you. But anyways, let me get back to the point. But yeah, I challenge you to, take a moment. Like, genuinely. If you're the kind of person that plans every second of your day and you have a whole plan for the week, the month, the year, or if you're someone who kind of takes life as it comes, I challenge you to just chill. Just take a moment, right? And really like consider, don't think about what other people are doing. Don't think about your family. Don't think about your friends. Don't think about people on the internet. Just try to be selfish for a little bit, right? Just think for yourself. What do you really want, right? Without any other influence. Don't worry about the economy or the state of the world right now. What do you want? What do you want with your life? And at least for me, when I took that pause, and this wasn't just like 5 seconds, right? Like, this has been over several months where I've like tried to think for myself, think what I really want to do. If you take that pause, I think a lot of you will find that what you want to do and what your plan is for the next year, 2 years, 5 years, the rest of your life, isn't something that you truly identify with, right? And that's fine, because we all have, financial restrictions or environmental restrictions. But once you realize what you truly want, you can work to what you want, right? How are you gonna get to your destination, or if you don't know where the destination is, right? You're just gonna be wandering, and maybe I'll go here, maybe I'll go here. Oh, my friend said this place was good, so maybe I'll go there, right? But where do you want to go? God, does that sound motivational or what? I should be a keynote speaker or something. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, what do you want? Right? It's a question that I think we need to think about more. Because on the surface, it's a very simple question. What do you want? Well, I want stability. I want balance. I want to have fun. And I want to make a difference in my community. Right? I want to do something impactful. And once you know that, you can work towards it. You can do what you want to do. Right? That doesn't mean sacrifice everything else, but do what you want. Or actually, pause. Know what you want. Yes. Know what you want. I think that's the biggest thing. Know what you want. And know that it doesn't need to follow any timeline. Right? College isn't just for people who get out of high school. You can do college whenever. You can get a job whenever. It's not too late to do internships. You can do internships when you're like 50. Right? Driver's license, you don't even need a car. Well, if you live in like the middle of nowhere, maybe you need a car. But extremes out of the way, right? You don't need to rush. Right? You have time. You're doing better than a lot of people. If you can realize what you want and you realize, like I'm free to do what I want. I think that's a good starting point for a fulfilled life, a happy life. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like my idea from like the quote kind of like stemmed away from the quote as I was talking. But are you catching my drift? I don't know. I hope it made sense anyways. If it didn't, I don't know what to say. But yeah, we'll see if I make another video. I really don't have any ideas. And I don't think I'll make a video tomorrow because I have to wake up bright and early, go to the awards and closing ceremony, and then get on the bus for 7 hours to get home. And yeah. End video.